Hey everyone, this video is going to go over the homework assignments for week 8. So if you look under the tab for week 8 homework assignments, you'll see that there are 3 items listed. The first item is to read chapter 26. Much like in week 7, you will definitely want to read chapter 26 because you'll need it to do this week's discussion. We'll talk more about that in a couple minutes. The second item that's listed is the essay number 2 rough draft. Hopefully you completed last week's homework of week 7 assignment 1 essay number 2 workshop. Hopefully you completed that and got my feedback on it. Hopefully you know that you are in good shape to continue with essay number 2 because now it is time to write the rough draft for essay number 2. If you have not yet completed the essay number 2 workshop from week 7 assignment 1, I think it would be in your best interest to go back and do that assignment first and get my feedback first before you start working on the essay number 2 rough draft. I check multiple times daily to see if students have submitted the really important assignments that need my attention right away. So even though it's late, I will still be on the lookout for them and I will get you my feedback as soon as possible. You can always also send me a text and say, hey, I just submitted week 7 assignment 1. Can you take a look at it when you have a chance? And then I'll go to the computer as soon as I have a moment and read over it and give you my feedback. That is a very crucial step in this essay process to make sure that you have a good topic and that you understand how the criteria work. I wouldn't want any of you jumping into the rough draft without knowing for sure that you're on the right track. So if you have received my feedback from the essay number 2 workshop and I told you you're in good shape, then now is the time to start working on the rough draft for it. Remember, this is an evaluation essay, so think back to everything we've learned about writing to evaluate, but also think back to everything we've learned about essay writing in general. So make sure that you have an introduction that grabs your reader's attention, and that you have your thesis statement that contains your topic, your judgment, and your criteria. Make sure that your criteria are organized in the body paragraphs appropriately, that each paragraph is focused, that it's cohesive, that you have really good, strong, transitional topic sentences. And then make sure you have a conclusion that wraps everything up and signals the end of the essay and reminds us of your main points. It's okay that it's rough. Remember, it is a rough draft, but try to have as many of those things included as possible, even if we have to go in and add to them or tweak them a little bit. The more I see from you, the more I'll be able to help you. So get that submitted, and I will be on the lookout for those this week. The sooner you get your rough draft submitted, the sooner you will receive my feedback, and then you'll have even more time to start revising for the final draft. If you have any questions or concerns about it, let me know. Otherwise, I will be on the lookout for them throughout the week. So the third item for week 8 is, of course, the week 8 discussion. And as I mentioned, you will need to read chapter 26 in order to complete this discussion. So chapter 26 is all about building credibility and avoiding plagiarism. So I want you to look specifically at 2 pages within the chapter. It's a section called Avoiding Other Source Abuses and Related Academic Offenses. So it kind of falls under the category of plagiarism, but it's not quite the same thing, but it's really just ways that we abuse our sources and just lack integrity in our writing. So I want you to look at that list, and then I want you to pick, it says which of these abuses is most common, both in academic and the world at large. Choose 2 to 3 of the source abuses and other offenses and explain where you see them show up. It's at school, in the news, social media, etc., and how they affect the author's credibility when you see them happening. How does it affect how you view the author? So that's what it's not quite the same thing as plagiarism, but you'll understand once you read through the chapter and look at that list. Choose 2 or 3 of them to discuss and answer the questions that I've provided. Try to have that posted by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. And then don't forget to respond to 2 of your classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. If you have any technical difficulties, let me know as soon as possible. So you're going to need to do your rough draft of essay number 2, and then read chapter 26 and complete this week's discussion. If you have any problems with any of it, please let me know right away. Otherwise, I'm going to be on the lookout for those rough drafts, and I cannot wait to read them.